Ken, Shrewsbury Town heralds the halfway point of the season. Difficult game?
Yeah, first game against them, obviously, as you say, the end of the first cycle round, playing everybody. Looking forward to the game. We're on a good run at the moment. Got to make sure that we capitalise on our strengths and keep doing those well. There are things that we do want to and need to add to our game and improve on, but that will always be the case. So talked this week about our strengths, talked about and worked hard on the training ground about where we can possibly do better. And as usual anyway, all mainly concerning ourselves, our own progress. Shrewsbury have done exceptionally well, and one of the teams above us, and quite rightly when you're looking at their goals against column, which is outstanding, are up there in the promotion places.
When you look back at this halfway stage, only Blackburn and Oxford really have been games where you've lost by a country mile. The others, you've done it okay in.
Yeah, been very close games, and you know, we were disappointed early season with the Oxford game after the Rochdale win, but I do feel we've come a long way by then. For large spells of the Blackburn game we were in it, but by the end they were the better side. But after that, it's been a very tight and competitive division. That's the way it's been, and when you're new to the division, or when you're perhaps down the bottom, you want that to be the case. If then you can go on and impose yourself on teams, well, that's the ideal. Very easy to say, hard to do, and certainly going away from home, very difficult to do.
35 points, and you may have more come Saturday. Replicate that over the second half of the season, and you're in the 70s, and you're not far, or maybe in a playoff position.
No, I think everybody would agree that if we're working towards being a decent team in this league. Are we, completely convincing all of the time? Maybe not, but we're close, we feel, and the standout is the attitude of the players. The attitude of the players is very good. They're very hungry. I always talk about getting the emotion right, and attitude, body language, desire, spirit in adversity. They're things that are very, very big, and you need as you come into a very good period of games where you can pick up points in a short space of time.
Taken by Gareth Evans, launched into the penalty. There's a header, and it's Matt Clark. Pompey are ahead in front of the Bratton end, and it's Matt Clark who has broken the deadlock.
Very last week almost was an earmark of the tenacity that you've shown this season. It was, and we were working hard to get that win, and very, very hard. It's a potential banana skin for us after such a big win against Charlton the week before, but we got the job done, and we're pleased with that. And as I said, this week we've worked hard to really see, as we go into these Christmas games now, where we are, what we've done well, where we need to improve. Injury problems, Cal Naismith likely to feature?
Yeah, Cal won't be fit for Saturday. Hawkins will, and we'll add him to our squad that goes up to Shrewsbury.
Now, you're going to be training Christmas Day, as you do every year, become accustomed to it. Just take us through that a bit. What happens on Christmas Day? Is it different? Yeah,
slightly. There is generally, funnily enough, a very happy mood, and in that particular day, people don't complain. You have to get the right amount of work. You can't labour it, but similarly, we've got an important period of time, and we have to get our work right as well. So getting the balance okay between the two is a big thing for most of these lads anyway. The vast majority of them, they are all local. Come lunchtime, they will all be going off back to their families and to their homes, and so I think for what you do for the rest of the day is a big one. It's needed anyway. We've got an important game. We have to be professional, and to represent this club and work in this particular profession, you have to see it as a privilege.
Yeah, and Wimbledon and Northampton coming up after Christmas is perfect really for the fans, and perfect perhaps for you.
Yeah, it is good games, ones we're looking forward to. We don't ever overestimate anybody or underestimate anyone, and for us it's a period we feel that we can pick up points in a short space of time. Everybody be the same. At the moment we're chasing these top 6 positions, and as you say, by the end of the season, a points total that can reflect us being one of the successful teams in the league. Very, very easy to say. We're working towards that, but I've been pleased with the response of the players has been very good. Their concentration, they're learning, they're improving. more in games now. We feel that we can go into any game and potentially get points out of it, and you need to be feeling like that, because you can't switch it on and off and then expect to be chasing the type of clubs that we're after.
Just a word on Drew Talbot, who departed this week.
Yes, we wish Drew all the best. He's been well known. He's wanted to be going home for quite a long period now. Hasn't quite worked out for him in terms of first team football, but again, terrific lad, superb professional. Wherever he goes on to next week now, we wish him the very best, and myself as the manager, thank him for what he's done for the club.